What's good, people? What's good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again with another video. Tap in with the channel in the comments. Let's talk about this and take a quick sec. Subscribe, hit the bell. I want to talk about this Nick Cannon diss, man. What's going on? What in the hip hop world is going on? Nick, I don't know. We finally decided to respond to Eminem on wax, though. And I don't know, man. Interesting strategy, I guess, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Nick really wants M to start flat out, making diss records aimed at him. And I think it's on the way because it's very surprising. Eminem, this dude don't really be on social media like that. He don't tweet like that. If you remember back when the whole Lord Jamar thing was going on, that's why everyone was so surprised. Everyone knew that was directed, towards Lord Jamar. This dude tweeted, you know what I mean? When Eminem tweets or, posts on IG or something like that, people take notice because he only does maybe a few times a year. But I don't know, man. The diss, like I said, interesting strategy. Nick's verse, not really impressed by it. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how we got M to respond here. He came with some outlandish, I don't know. I don't believe that, man. He's trying to say, Eminem, was secretly engaged in some homosexual activity. You see, that's what he's saying in the tweets where he's saying, stop lying on my Johnson. I never even had a chauffeur. He's saying M had. I heard your chauffeur had a tape of Eminem doing some homosexual stuff, and then he paid him off and laid him off. Who's really the ops? I don't know, man. Nick didn't really impress me, but he brought a couple battle rappers with him. He's got who's that? Charlie Clips and them on there, and that was the interesting strategy, in my opinion. Because, them dudes had okay verses and everything like that. And being that Eminem, this conversation we have all the time, where does Eminem rate as far as, with the bars, etc., etc. No one ever denies that Eminem's talented, and Eminem has a background, you know what I'm saying, in battle rap and everything like that before he came into the game. And then, the 8 Mile movie and all that, loosely based on his life. His pride as an MC and, being that he is a dope rapper, like I said, no one ever debates that. Just, a lot of people don't really feel his music, the content of the music, you know what I'm saying? But Eminem might respond, you know what I'm saying, based on that he brought these battle rappers in. That's going to get M's attention, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the pride as a rapper. He might not be able to let that go, that these dudes got on the mic dissing him. And then, of course, that off the wall claim of the homosexual stuff between that and Charlie Clips and Hitman Holler and these dudes, M's gonna respond probably. But Nick, like that tweet to Lord Jamar, you might end up feeling, it might end up working out like Eminem said in that tweet. Everyone thinks they want this problem till they get it. Because the only disses Eminem's really, towards Nick, it's just been a couple bars here and there. You know what I mean? I don't know that he wants obviously it's been getting to him, and I don't know that he wants a whole track like those series of Benzino disses, you know what I'm saying? The Sauce or Nail in the Coffin. I forget what all them joints were called, but I thought those tracks bodied Benzino, and I don't think Nick Cannon wants that. Now, also, Suge Knight hopping on the track. You hear him, what he say? He said, yo, Nick's family, kind of sending threats his way, and then in the end, they let it ride a little more. Suge's talking a little more. He's like, yo, Eminem's a bitch. He be lying, and he rolls with police. That ain't what a rapper's supposed to do. Get him in the ring, air him out. It was interesting to see Suge on there, but let's keep it funky. A Suge Knight threat or something like that is nowhere near what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? You know how it went with Suge after the death row had its heyday. You know what I mean? He never really captured that kind of status and success again. And if you guys remember correctly too, once what was that? Greg the Barber put Suge to sleep. It was open season. Everyone started trying Suge Knight, putting hands on him. Suge Knight got aired out a couple times, and then there was that footage where he was scrapping with that one dude who was way smaller than him in the casino, and Suge couldn't lay him down. You know what I mean? And then we heard James McDonald, you know what I'm saying, on or Mob James, whatever you want to call him, since he came out on Vlad and now got the Gangster Chronicles podcast and everything. He spoke on, you know what I'm saying, how Suge wasn't really gangbanging like that, you know, before he went to college and everything in the football career. And then after, you know, he's got some feelings towards Suge, the way that, you know what I'm saying, them dudes from the mob, all the shit they got wrapped up in because of Suge, and he didn't really take care of them like they should. And, you know what I'm saying, he kind of sums it up that, you know, Suge isn't as tough as people think, that he was pretty much a bully, you know what I mean? And I don't know, let's also not forget how Suge Knight's in prison right now, right? If you remember correctly, basically what happened was, you know, Bones put them paws on Suge, and Suge was running away, retreating, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, everything else happened, like, just Suge being on the track, it was cool to hear and everything like that, but it's just, you know, it ain't really intimidating like that to someone, you know, nowadays. Also, the fact that he's in prison, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we've heard too, Suge signed into PC in the one spot that he was in. He didn't even come in the yard. Like, it ain't what it is no more hearing Suge Knight's name. But anyways, also speaking of Suge being a bully, you hear Suge talking about, or he brought up, like, he's the new Vanilla Ice. And, you know, of course, you know how Suge laid the extortion game down on Vanilla Ice and everything like that. But Suge's had it out for Eminem for the longest. You know what I mean? Ever since, you know, when Dre went on to have Aftermath, and, you know, after Eminem really got things going with the label, had much success. And of course, you know, he's an iconic, legendary producer. And like we said, Suge could never really get it, you know, any success really going like that again, you know, after his original run. So he was always out to get Eminem. He even on that Chronic 2000 album where he bit Dre's originally, you know, because Dr. Dre 2001 was supposed to be the Chronic 2000, and then Suge, you know, like, dissed him on that album. But he had a track on there where there was a dude named Milkbone, another white rapper that he brought in to just kind of diss Eminem, and it was weak, man. You know what I'm saying? Suge's always had it out for Eminem, but, you know, it is what it is, man. What do you guys think about this diss? Like, you know, yo, it was comical too. Nick Cannon said we might get a Grammy for this. Nick, I don't think so, bro. I don't think you get no Grammys. You know, interesting technique and everything like that, strategy, but all in all, I wasn't really impressed by this, you know, this, like I said, especially Nick's verse. The other dudes, okay, you know what I'm saying? They had a little something, not really impressive neither, but I don't know, man. Are you guys, you know, what do you guys think of this? Were you feeling it, or were you thinking it was kind of weak? And what do you guys think? You think M's going to come with a track? I think he is, man. I think we may see it sooner rather than later. Because for him to hop on Twitter like that, you know what I mean? We don't see that. We don't really see that. But I don't know, man. I really wonder if Nick Cannon is really thinking about trying to push his rap career. You know what I mean? Because Nick constantly is always speaking about how everyone knows that Nick Cannon Nickelodeon image, and he wants to get away from that. And I don't know, you know, maybe he wants another run at rap. You know what I mean? Like, trying to show people who the Nick Cannon is that he wants everyone to know him as, rather than the squeaky clean, you know, Nick Cannon and everything like that. But I don't know, man. I like his show. I forget what radio station he's on now, but, you know, he has interesting guests on there and everything like that. I think that's great content, and I don't know, I think Nick should stay to that rather than trying to diss Eminem. But I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna end well for Nick. Eminem, them battle rappers, I feel like he was gonna want to address them more than Nick. You know what I mean? Because he already knows Nick can't really rap like that, and he'll, you know what I'm saying, he'll body him something easy. But that's what I mean. Those battle rappers coming at M, I don't know. I feel like Eminem's gonna want to address them more, for real. So tap in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you're new to the channel, you know what I'm saying, you ain't never been over here before, I drop daily videos. I cover hip-hop news. I cover sports news. I cover, you know, true crime news, blogs about life, current events, all kinds of stuff. And I drop daily videos, and I always want to hear from the people in that comment section. Also, I did a video yesterday on Nick Cannon and Eminem. You know what I mean? So, you know, go check that one out. You know what I mean? That one was a little more about Mariah Carey and, you know, M and Nick. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about the diss here. Another thing that Nick said on there was, he said some old off the wall something about like, I had Fat Joe set you up or something, like implying, you know what I'm saying? Fat Joe already been talking about how he been wanted to work with M, and this song was crazy disrespectful that was going to be coming out and everything. Like, Fat Joe was excited for this Eminem collaboration, and then now, you know what I'm saying, we got Nick Cannon saying this like he had something to do with, like it was a setup. Like, I don't know, his verse was just all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And we already all know that Eminem, you know, is raising the other kid. That's what he said, like the baby and the other baby that ain't yours or whatever. Like, Cannabis already said that, or someone already said that. But I don't know. That was I'm interested to see if Fat Joe speaks up about that, like Nick Cannon bringing his name up. You know what I mean? He might not like that, but verse was all over the place and pretty weak. And that's, you know, that's about all I got on this topic, guys. But like I said, get up in them comments. Want to hear what you guys got to think. I'm gonna close this thing out. Take that quick moment, if you didn't already, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, notification bell. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel grow. And I will catch you guys on the next video. J Coffee Talk signing out. Peace.